Well, we're coming along to a function at Equiom Solutions. It's a big gathering of people. With me, it's the two Johns actually, John Nugent, John Shimmin. Mr. Nugent, first of all, I mean, your speeches tonight, I didn't realise the growth of this company has been quite fantastic over the last 12, 14 months. And obviously, you bring along the Minister tonight to say a few words, but I mean, is this a bit of good news for the Isle of Man, really, isn't it?
It's fabulous news for the Isle of Man. The Equiom Group is growing very fast. It's doubled in size in people numbers and net profit effectively in the last 12 months or so. More importantly than that, it has a very new important partner with Lloyd's Development Capital, which is allowing this growth, this acquisitive growth in other jurisdictions as well. But the focus, the base is here in the Isle of Man.
Some idea of numbers of people that you employ now?
Currently over 170 people.
And that's gone up from what in just a year?
It's gone up from about 90 people, I think.
Right. So Mr. Shimmin, this is a good news story for you.
It is, and there's lots of good news stories. I think what Equiom show is that by taking opportunities, being ambitious and centering everything on excellence, you can succeed. There's a lot of business out there, and Equiom, I'm delighted to say, are taking that opportunity and growing.
I mean, in your speech, you said some really interesting things, I think. And we weren't planning to, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to run your whole entire speech so people can listen to it, because I think maybe the message doesn't always get out there, what you were saying to us here tonight anyway. It seemed like a dim story to what maybe the gloom and doom mongers are saying all the time.
I think it's always difficult. The finance sector will always be the bedrock of the Isle of Man's success, and it's important when Equiom or somebody gives an opportunity to invite politicians to talk about the economy that we actually try and make sure that we get the message across. The Isle of Man is extremely successful. We are continuing to be in growth, and we are still with a very, very low unemployment level. We have a very diverse economy, and in most sectors we are really in growth. So that message needs to get across, and to give people the optimism to actually say now is the time to be bold and make decisions which will actually create more opportunities. Equiom are doing just that. I believe the government are trying to encourage that, and I'm delighted that so many other businesses are doing the same thing. So yeah, we are doing very well, and this is one good example.
Because, I mean, people always keep thinking everything's moving onshore as such and no longer offshore. In fact, there was one little bit in there that tonight's speech is about some business does go elsewhere, but you keep most of it. But how do you feel as a company? Is the Isle of Man a good place to do business in?
The Isle of Man's an excellent place to do business in. As far as the Equiom Group is concerned, its headquarters are here, the bulk of its staff are here, its support staff, its key functions will be based on the Isle of Man. It is opening offices elsewhere to support its clients, as the Minister said this evening, to support its clients who are international and cross-border and need to be in different locations. But the firm base, the bedrock for Equiom is the Isle of Man, and the Isle of Man going forward is a superb location to be in.
But finally, I mean, obviously people are going to say we're just painting a good news story, and I'm obviously meant to put to you that it can't all be good, and challenging times still ahead, Mr. Shimmin.
There's lots of challenging times, but you see, the camera is here tonight. We're giving this message out regularly. The Chief Minister, Treasury Minister, myself, often go to these sort of functions and events, and the message is promising and strong. We know we've got difficult times ahead. To balance the budgets is going to be a real challenge for government, but that doesn't mean that business can't thrive. We've had an expression for some time on the Isle of Man, freedom to flourish. Now is a really good time as the UK economy picks up for the Isle of Man to flourish. And I encourage all the business people out there to actually try and believe that now is a time, talk to government, talk to their colleagues, and actually look to the opportunities.